Yeah, again, in conditions like tonight and the last time we faced them in New York where it was cold, I think hitters will say that we want a pitcher to have a grip where a pitch doesn't get away from a guy. But when it's that obvious, I think there's better ways to maybe conceal it. Well aware of what the thought across the field might be, that there may be more of a willingness to have our guys check, but again, I think there's an accepted level of some additive used to gain a grip. Just felt like in the two starts that we've had against Pineda, that's been a little bit above that. In the second inning, it looked from the dugout that there was a substance on his neck. You could see it. I could see it from the dugout. It was confirmed by a number of camera angles in the ballpark. And given the last time we faced him, felt like it was a necessity to say something. You know, I fully respect on a cold night you're trying to get a little bit of a grip, but when it's that obvious, something has got to be said. Sean.
John, particularly given there was an incident 2 weeks ago that got a lot of attention, and Pineda was warned by Major League Baseball the following day, did it not surprise you that it was, again, as obvious as it seemed?
Did it not surprise?
I mean, did it surprise you that it was as obvious?
You know, I can't really answer that. I can say our awareness was heightened given what we've seen in the past, and it was confirmed today.
Could you talk about Lackey's strong performance?
He was outstanding. You know, we staked him to an early lead. He made a number of big pitches, particularly men on a lot of strikes, pitched ahead in the count, had a very good fastball location. He had a good and much more consistent curveball tonight. But more than anything, it was his ability to stay out of the middle of the plate. That's an offense that can do a lot of damage quick, and he slowed them down with good location and a good breaking ball.
John, do you anticipate any quote-unquote retaliation for challenging from the Yankees or one of your pitchers, be it tomorrow or down the line?
We'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know that.
But that wasn't a concern of yours when you made the decision to go out there?
As obvious as this was, you know, I felt like he needed to be checked at the time.
Okay, John, as far as you can see, was the substance not there in the first inning? A follow-up. In terms of the rules of that, do you have to appeal that, or the umpires on their own? Could they call it if they want to on their own?
Didn't see it in the first inning, and we have to have the pitcher checked.
Right here.
John, getting back to Lackey for a second, did you feel like he was better on the corners of the plate and not maybe as challenging guys as much as he was in the last two starts? In terms of in the strike zone, I mean.
He just had better consistent location throughout the time he was on the mound. Like I said, a lot of strikes, a lot of quality strikes.
Right here.
John, when you go out there and talk to Gerry Davis, what did you say?
Oh, I mean, I just asked him to check him. We had the spot where it was located, and I said, there seems to be some pine tar on his neck, and that's what I'd like for you to take a look.
That, John? Go ahead, John. Yes, how nice was it you got a leadoff triple from Sizemore?
More than anything, John, is we took the lead early, which hasn't been done on a consistent basis. We're able to do it tonight, and then put it in the hands of John, and he carried us through 8 very good innings tonight.